Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you see this video, that means that I've just been released from YouTube jail. Yes, they gave me another strike last week. My third strike this year already. I got one beginning of the year, I got one in the summertime, and I got one last week. 3 strikes, yeah, I'm getting pretty much fed up with this. At this moment, I honestly don't care what happens with the channel. If they give me 3 strikes, if they take it away, yeah, I'm over it, guys. You know, as long as I have the channel, I will continue making videos, but if they take it away, then it's gone forever and I will not start again. I will leave vape videos behind me. It is what it is. I recently started another channel with things like this. Yeah, watches. Why not? I grew an interest in watches. If you're interested in stuff like this, I'll leave a link in the description. As long as I still have my vape channel, I will continue making videos about vape products, and this video is about the Harrier from Early Bird. Of course, it will come with a little info card and then a user manual. You get a spares bag with a spare O-ring, a bunch of screws and a couple of gaskets. They'll also give you a USB Type-C charging or firmware upgrade cable, an 18650 battery adapter, and also an 18650 battery cap. So the Harrier by Early Bird is a mod, side by side ish, you know. Your battery sticks out a little bit above the mod. You can have this mod in a couple of different colors and finishes. As you can see over here, I've got the raw aluminum version with the black top and bottom. The total length with the 21700 battery cap is 79 millimeters. The height with the 18650 battery cap is 74 millimeters. The width for this mod 49.1 millimeters, and in thickness 24.5 millimeters. So as I said, you get 2 battery caps, 18650 and 21700. You've seen this type of battery cap system before, and let's say the eLeaf Pico and other mods that had this same style of battery placement, where you drop your battery in from the top and then you use the cap, screw it down to secure the battery. Then you've got your 510 platform over here. You can fit up to 24mm RTAs. I'll show it to you later on. Get your spring-loaded 510 down there. On one side you've got your fire button. On the other side of the mod you've got your up and down and your select buttons. Then on the front you've got your DNA 60 screen. Nice beveled edges around the screen like that. On the bottom you've got your USB Type-C charge or firmware upgrade port, and then on the heel of the mod it says Harrier. Let me drop a battery in. If you want to use an 18650 battery inside of this mod, you have to use this adapter. So drop your battery in here, adapter and battery down the tube, and then you use the shorter cap. Positive goes down. When you will get this mod, it will come with the default DNA 60 theme installed on the mod. Of course, I already changed the theme. I put my own theme on here. This is a theme that I pretty much set up from scratch, starting from the stock DNA 60 theme, and then I put all the symbols on it. I wanted to make it more like, yeah, a bit modern, you know, with all these symbols and stuff to bring you to different pages. Pretty cool theme in my opinion, but yeah, of course I made it, so I'm gonna think that it's cool. Let me put an RTA on top. Of course, I'm gonna use the Sparrow RTA. This is the reason why I got a strike. They removed this video and they gave me a strike for it last week, so that's why you don't see the video anymore on the channel. Of course, it's complete bullshit with the new YouTube AI bot system to give strikes. Yeah. No, don't get me started. It's complete BS. And now with this RTA on top, you can see that this mod is fit to work to max 24mm tanks. And then this is the entire combination, the Harrier and the Sparrow, which is very nice. Awesome combination. I'm glad I got the black tank on the black top and bottom mod, and I also like this raw aluminum finish. The body on these mods is aluminum, top and bottom is stainless steel. I'm gonna give you the weight of the mod with a 21/7 battery installed. That's 180 grams. If I want to complete the setup with the Sparrow RTA, 256 grams. Now something else that they sent me and that you can buy as an optional extra is this Harrier battery cap kit. You can see 3 different styles of cap, a little design on the top, logo ring, color plate. You've got an 18500 battery cap, yes, for the 10 people or so in the world that use 18500 batteries. Well, they have no reason to complain. They can fit their batteries inside of this mod. You also have the 18650 battery cap and the 21700 battery cap. So you get 3 different caps, 3 different sizes. The smallest one is for the 18500 battery. Then you've got the 18650 cap and the 21700 cap. And then on the top of these caps, you got this. The early bird logo, and then you've got this color plate. This color plate matches the silver of my mod, so stock knurled, and then with these caps it is ripped. That finishes up this setup nicely with a little bit of silver here on the top of the cap. That matches up nice with the grooves on the Sparrow RTA. So it's a cool idea that you can buy this Harrier battery cap kit. So what do I think about this Harrier mod from Early Bird? Well, things to complain about, not much for me personally. Nope, it's a pretty small mod. Can fit up to 24mm RTAs, 18650, 21700, DNA 60C chip. Ergonomics for me are fine on this mod. See, I'm right-handed, so I hold it in my right hand like this. Fire it with my thumb. If you're left-handed, you can still hold it, but you're gonna have to use your pointing finger to fire the mod, but it will still work left-handed. Styling-wise, it looks very good. 0 complaints there, no screaming logos or anything on it, just over here Harrier and then the Early Bird logo on the top, that's it. A solid and hefty mod. I've got this raw aluminium version. Of course, raw aluminium, it's gonna get scratched up very easily. As you can see, I took it on a road trip. I put this in the cup holder of my car, and yeah, of course, from rubbing around, there's some scratches on it. That's what you get with raw aluminium. Nothing you can change about that. Cool little mod, this Harrier, and of course this is gonna be the combination for me with the Sparrow RTA. These two are pretty much married now. This is how I'm gonna use this setup for a very long time.